Okay, let's go. Right, indisputable, cycling. It's good for us. It's good for the environment. It's quick, cheap, and convenient. I hope you'd all agree with that. In order for us, this is all about cycle lanes, and I've just lost the plot, basically. So it's about cycle design, and human behaviour is that we like to get from A to B as simply as possible. You don't want to go around the houses, A to B, thank you very much, and that's what cycling is all about. Second part of human behaviour is that we are lazy, so we just want to get somewhere as simply as possible. So that's human behaviour. So if we want to design cycle lanes that work, we're going to have to design for human behaviour, okay? So that's my equation for tonight. Easy and lazy plus lazy equals quickest possible route. That's what cycle lanes are all about, okay? That's my thesis. So, is that the case in Bristol? The cycling city, best cycling city in the UK, and it is the quickest and cheapest way to get around. Well, if you cycle here, you'll be able to tell me that that is definitely the case, I presume. I will just provide a few slides of the types of things I have spent 30 years cycling around, and if you go to crap cycle lanes in a Google search, you'll get lots of really good examples of this. All I want to do is spend a few slides showing you why people do not use cycle lanes. Because you remember the human behaviour. We want to get from A to B as quickly as possible. We're lazy. We don't want to go on 6 foot of cycle lane on a pavement when we could be shooting down a road to get from A to B quickly. We don't want that. We don't. Do you want that? Do you want to really get up on a pavement and go, I'll just spend 5 minutes in there? And I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do either. And there's another one. And these may not be the best. I'm sure you have all come across bits of cycle lane design which you think, wow, I'd never ever use that. Now this one's good. This is good. These are 2 elements. It gets complex, dangerous. You can go left, or cars can come round to the right here, so you can be sandwiched in the middle in an effort to get across the road, and you hit a complex cycle lane gyratory into another busy bit of road. I don't want that. I don't want it. I don't want complexity. I want to get from A to B easily. But let's go under a road. What do we get under a road? We get barriers to slow us down. If you take your children in a carrier on the back of your bike like I do, you wouldn't get through there. That's not very good. And in actual fact, we don't want a chicane. Now, sharing, that's a big part of design. I've got a bus behind me at this point, and I want to get over there to the left where the pedestrians are because there's a cycle lane over there. This is really complicated for me. I don't want a bus in the same lane as me. And here's another example. Cyclist in the road, not on a cycle lane. This is another bit of sharing. So we're going to come sweeping round to go shopping in Primark, and look what happens next. Oh, it goes up to a raised bit where pedestrians think that's actually a pavement. I saw a cyclist come shooting round there and nearly wipe out 5 people. For a cyclist, it's just no good. I don't want to share with pedestrians, really. I want to get from A to B as quickly as possible. Oh, this is a quick sign. This is a new sign, which doesn't mean anything to me. If you know what this means, tell me. Because we spend money on telling cyclists things which no one understands. Oh, now, back to another useful bit of cycle lane design. Clearly, we're never going to ever use that. A to B. Just remember, A to B, human behaviour. Cycling is good. We want to use cycle lanes. So we can have ones like this, which are very narrow, and you can get punctures in there. You can get really badly squashed in these kind of lanes, but they could present us with the future. And the future could look like this. I'm getting serious now. I'm not going to get evangelical, but in London, they basically are putting big wide lanes on big arterial roads because they're the routes that are quickest to get into town. What a good idea. So that's an example in London, and Nirvana really is this. And that is in Holland, and you basically get on your own cycle lane. It takes you from A to B as quickly as possible. This is about designing for behaviour change make them good, and we'll cycle on them. Thank you.